Salute, men. It's your bro, Bad Boy D here. This video is the truth about dating coaches. The dark side of PUA'S. Something I saw today caused me to think of making this video. No script, no bullet points. Just felt like talking some smack and spitting some facts. So stay tuned and let's start the show. Bad Boy D TV. Unless you've been living under a rock, man, you realize that there's a ton of dating coaches out there and a ton of books and programs about game and how to get laid and how to pick up women and all kinds of that stuff. And for some it can be extremely helpful. There are some good ones out there, and the dating market, the relationship field, whatever you want to call it, is extremely competitive nowadays, and it doesn't hurt to have an upper hand on your competition. However, being someone who's consumed quite a bit of content from these dating coaches and PUAs over the years, especially about 3 years back when it really began to become popular and became a reinvigorated market, I'm going to go over some pros and cons and some of the things I've noticed in this PUA dating coach game. One thing I've noticed from what I've consumed over the years is relate to or enjoy any of the content of the majority of the PUAs I've seen. Most of what they put out seems to be all these formulas and games and tactics to use on women. That, to be perfectly honest, is in some cases, some of these programs, it's like studying for a quantum physics final exam. I was gonna say chemistry, but quantum physics is even more complex, I assume. The negging and the push and pull and all that, it's a bunch of games, and to me, it's not being authentic if you really have to learn it and practice it too much. You know what I mean. All in all, I've never been able to relate or have gotten anything of extreme value out of any specific PUA pickup artist type material. Same with stuff like the no contact stuff. It can be effective in some cases, but no contact, it's like, if you screwed up with a girl, move on. No contact moving on should be part of the no contact. And maybe she gets in contact with you later, but you should have moved on to bigger and better things by then anyways. Anything in regards to getting an ex back, to me, is the bottom of the totem pole. The men who put that kind of content out should be ashamed of themselves. And they obviously don't know what they're talking about, because you should never even want an ex back. Especially if they dumped you. If you try to win her back or get her back, you're always going to be a second choice. In the back of her mind and the back of your mind, you'll know that. And personally, I feel it's kind of pathetic. I'm not sitting up on a golden throne judging, because at one point I was one of those dudes consuming that kind of content. However, I'm just trying to save you some steps and save you some time and just avoid that period, and I'll get to what the moral of the story is, don't you worry. There are some gems you can get from certain dating coaches. I had one in my subscription feed that I just listened to today, and he gives out some nice little gems and nuggets here and there, especially for beginners, dudes who absolutely haven't had any red pills or don't know any game. But still, they promote playing a lot of games. Men, we should not be playing all kinds of games. We should just be masculine men. Because ultimately, if I were to ever put together a program or a book, which I'm not planning on, but hypothetically saying if I were, that would be the ultimate message. Just be, in your essence, as masculine of a person of a man as possible that's authentic to you. If you're a naturally feminine dude, well, and that feels natural to you, I guess there's nothing you can do. However, if you feel comfortable and you feel better and more confident in your masculinity, that's the way you want to go. You don't want to be friends with chicks. You don't want to be giggling with the girls. From what I've experienced and from what I've noticed, the more masculine and manly and centered I am, the more attraction I get from women, the more choosing signals I get from women. It's an influx right now of soy boys and beta males. So the minute a woman that's in her feminine and craves that masculine lays her eyes on a tough, rugged, masculine dude that looks like he could manhandle her in a good way, in the way she desires and craves, it gives her that little tingly feeling that's hard for her to find nowadays. That's why men who are giving the best advice, like Alpha Male Strategies and Stephon Clinkscales, are blowing up right now, because they're giving more of the straight facts that all these programs neglect to mention. That you want to be in your masculine frame. Women are attracted to men, so be a man. That's what they want. They want a man, not a gay male girlfriend, not someone to cuddle and get emotional with and reveals himself to all his feelings to her. That's actually a little gem I'll share with you guys right now, is that you want to reveal as little to women as possible. Sure, let them reveal whatever the hell they want to you. And if you actually listen a little, they'll love you for it. But don't gossip with them, don't giggle with them, and don't reveal things about yourself. Reveal as little as possible. That's actually gotten a lot of men into a lot of trouble, revealing too much to women. It didn't just lower their attraction to them, it got them in some serious trouble where they had to break a large chunk of their bank account to these ladies over the years. So don't forget that one, guys. Reveal as little as possible to women. And there's nothing wrong with consuming content from dating coaches and some of the PUA guys. But use discernment, be intelligent, and yeah, collect some gems here and there. But just remember, always keep in your mind when you're hearing some of this shit. Is this masculine? Is this something a man would do? Because the one I was listening to today, because I was still subscribed to him, he was talking about like sending her smiley emojis and flirting over text and the push-pull stuff, the back and forth, and you don't have to follow like these stupid formulas, and don't send emojis. I don't know, LOLs and emojis, forget those, don't send those, don't do any of that crap. That's girly, it's feminine. If I actually laugh, I'll send a capital LMAO exclamation mark, but that's as out of my frame I'll get. Yes, I do highly recommend Alpha Male Strategies and Stephon Clinkscales. They talk about alpha shit and staying in your masculine frame. Don't get off center, even though he's kinda corny. But Corey Wayne, he's good too. He's a little corny. It's not quite my cup of tea, but he was the first one I started listening to, and he spits some facts too, like be her rock, her mountain. He's more like if you want to get in a relationship with a girl, but I highly endorse Corey Wayne. He's just not as entertaining as Stephon or AMS. But personally, that's the best advice I can give, is be as masculine and in your masculine energy as possible, in a way that feels authentic to you. That's where I've gotten my best results. I've gotten the most choosing signals and the most attraction confirmation, shout out BOA, when I was acting masculine in my own authentic BBD masculine way that's true to myself. And women will pick up on that, and they'll love you for it. No need to play games. Just do what you want to do, when you want to do it. And be a man about it. I hope you enjoyed this and got some value from it. Appreciate you coming to check out this addition to the Bad Boy D archives. Check out my latest video in the top left corner. Check out another video under that one. Check out a video in the bottom right corner and subscribe to Bad Boy D in the top right corner. Peace, prosperity, and many blessings, man. I'm out of here.